For these questions, you're just going to find the area. And remember, area is a measurement of a surface in squares, square units. So let's do some examples. These are going to be a little different than what we're used to because these are not squares or rectangles. These are L-shaped figures. So when you see an L-shaped figure, you're going to have to do 2 steps to find the area. So you're going to start to solve these problems just by breaking it into 2 different rectangles. If I draw a line there, I can see 2 different rectangles. That can be rectangle A and this can be rectangle B. And then you're going to have to find the areas of each shape separately. So let's just do A first. What I need to do is find the length times the width to find the area. Well, I see this is labeled 5 centimeters, and I know it goes with this line, but right here is not labeled. Even though this says 10, it's referring to the top, and the side is not labeled either. So I do need to figure out, I know this is 5, but I need to figure out what this is. How I can figure that out is I know this long length is 11, and I know this shorter vertical length is 6. And remember how when we did perimeter, if you add the 2 verticals together, it'll equal the longest vertical. So that means 6 plus whatever this is has to equal 11. And 6 plus 5 equals 11. And just by eyeballing it, it looks like a square. It looks like it could be 5 by 5. So the area of shape A is 25. Because I just multiplied 5 by 5 to get the area. So now we're going to do the same thing with B. This 11 is going to have to stand for this long vertical line. And so to find the area, I need to multiply the length times the width. And again, this isn't really labeled. I'm going to have to figure out what it is. So if I know that the whole horizontal line is 10 and this horizontal line is 5, whatever this horizontal line is has to equal 10 when we add it together with the 5. So that means this line is going to be 5. So if this is 5 and this is 5, then the whole horizontal would have to be 10. But now that we know this is 5 and this is 11, we can find the area. We just multiply the length times the width. So 11 times 5 is 55. So the area of this square and the area of this rectangle separately are 25 and 55. To find the area of the whole L-shaped figure, you just add those partial areas together. So the area is 80 square centimeters. So let's do number 2. Remember, the first step is to just divide the L-shaped figure into 2 rectangles. Once I've divided it into 2 rectangles, I need to figure out the areas of each individual rectangle. So I know that this has a length of 6. It's labeled. But I don't know this one. However, I can figure it out by seeing what I would add to 8 to get the whole length 13. So since 8 plus 5 is 13, I know this is going to be 5. Once I get one length and one width, I can just multiply them together. So this has 30 square units. Next, I'm going to do this rectangle, and I know that the length is 13, and I'm going to have to figure out the width. Even though 12 looks like it's down here by the width, 12 stands for the whole horizontal line. So to find this horizontal line, I just have to know that the 2 smaller horizontal lines added together are going to equal the longest one. So if this is 6, if this horizontal line is 6, then this horizontal line has to be 6 as well. So that 6 and 6 can make 12. So now that I have my length and my width for the second rectangle, I can just multiply them together to find the area. So 13 times 6. So that's going to be 78. So this big rectangle has 78 square units and this little one has 30. And to find the area of the whole L-shaped figure, I just need to add the partial areas up. So the area is 108 square centimeters. All right, you try some on your own, and if you need help, you can come back and rewatch the video. Good luck.